For the millennial pause. I have the millennial pause thing going. I can't help it. I am doing this on my iPad. Hi. So I can't read, and I kind of want to just talk a little bit about what that means. Because what I've learned over the past few, like my entire life basically, it's like having a traumatic brain injury. When I say that to people, they have no idea what it is I'm talking about. So when I say I have a traumatic brain injury, there's very specific things that I do that like typical people probably don't do, like neurotypical people. So number one, I'm very impulsive, super impulsive. Number two, I tend to blurt out and say whatever's on my mind, especially if I'm anxious or if I'm angry or upset, there's no filter. And the other way that my traumatic brain injury really affects me, impulsivity affects relationships, by the way. Like it's really hard for me to maintain friendships with people. Anyways, that's a whole other story. But reading, let me explain this, okay? When I say that I can't read, what I mean by that is anything more than a paragraph, I can't retain that information. Also, depending upon the day of the week, if you were to put that same paragraph in front of me, sometimes I can read it, sometimes I can't. Why? I have no idea. I'm good with like one or two sentences. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I was watching another video and they were criticizing people that write short, pithy sentences. And I'm like, that's all I ever write. This is perfect. I love technology. I mean, I can do this all day. I can talk to a camera. You can understand me. There's no words involved. You don't have to read anything. You can just listen with your ears and watch with your eyes. That's it. This is perfect for me. Why haven't I done this my whole life? I don't know. I've always been afraid of putting myself out on the internet because I was ashamed. Because when I was in school, they used to shame people that couldn't read. Every prayer I ever made about literacy and learning has come true. It just has. I can read better now. If you were to give me a book, let's say a book that a typical adult book, maybe it would probably take me a couple of months to finish that, okay? Reading it. If you give me an audiobook, I can probably finish it in a day. You know, I love audiobooks. I'm all about the audiobooks. But reading, it's just not what I do. And it just upsets me because there's like a stigma against people that don't read, you know? Like you hear this in intellectual circles. Oh, books that are short are just, it's comprehension. That's all that matters. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you receiving the information into your brain that I'm trying to put into your brain? That's comprehension. If that's happening, what does it matter how we, I want us to stop focusing so much on literacy. We have built an entire culture based on, and we put people at the top, the intellectuals are the people who read, right? That just because you're literate does not make you a good person. Okay, often literate people are lazy and they have kind of weird social, they're not good with people. That's why they prefer books. And they kind of shame the rest of us for not reading as much as them. Again, I'm not trying to hate the readers. I love the readers, but this is better. This is how human beings were meant to communicate. It's just verbal talking to each other. That's it. That's how 5,000 years ago, somebody decided, hey, let's write some stuff down, and then we got literacy, and everything got screwed up. Before literacy, we were a much better species. I swear to God, literacy was a mistake. It was a mistake. 10,000 years, they're going to look back on this era in human history and like, literacy messed them up. They should not have focused on literacy. They should have done more of this, just talking to each other. Just have conversations with each other. Just blah, 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 blah. It's easier this way. Why do we make it so complicated with words? Anyways, bye.